Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Greenport on Long Island, here in New York. Now, we never really do this, but we're going to explore a town, get a sense of a town. Trust us, there is a reason. They do have an antique carousel where you're here to see the carousel, but also, the town has some funky little things in it that we want to share with you. So we're going to go exploring today. Hopefully you're interested, and if you are, you better enjoy it. So get your seatbelts on, let's get ready. But before we get heading out to see this carousel and stuff, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, comment down below. But it's time to see Greenport and ride a cool carousel. You ready, Joy?
Oh, let's do this.
All right, step right up, let's go for this ride. So, Greenport is located almost as far east as you could go out on the north shore of Long Island. And right here on the water, looking at some boats, and as we pan to our right, there's this beautiful park, and in it is a pavilion with the carousel. But we also have to take a look and admire all the little fishies swimming around the water. See them enjoying their day, happy as can be. You know why they're happy? It's Saturday and school's out. Get it? School of fish. Now I'm explaining my joke with said joke within itself. In this park, which is like the center of town, besides the carousel, they also have this building, which you might be like, that's a weird shaped building, Joe. What is that? So what this is a camera obscura. More or less what happens is, there's a tiny hole, and the way the light shines in on the back wall would be projected the image of what is outside, more or less creating a full picture of the outside inside. This is an early form of photography. Obviously it wasn't printed, but then someone could put a piece of paper on that wall and sketch or paint what would be outside to get an exact replica. And the fact that they still have one of these just sitting in this park is really cool to me. So this carousel was built around the 1920s by the Herschel and Spillman Company. And I like the pavilion. Northrop Grumman Carousel, a gift to the people of Greenport. Carousel house dedicated to the memory of Jessel Owen, June 29th, 2001. The special thing about this carousel, I've heard, it still has rings you can catch. There's very few of those out there. Awesome, I'm able to ride it. I'm tall enough.
Thank you.
Got our 2 tickets. Found my horse. Joy's going in front of me. So if we can catch the rings. There it is, you see it? Return all rings. There's the ring catcher. Joy, you gonna catch a brass ring?
Try.
It is a beautiful carousel. It's small as some, but I love when you can really see the vintage feel of it. The old wood boarding.
Paint chipping off the horses.
Yeah, layers of paint over the decades. The gears up top. I love when carousels don't have a roof except the pavilion it's in. And it's cool. If you look at this, the foot grips, this one just has like the step up, but where me and Joy are sitting, we have full grips. I think that's so when we lean out to grab rings, we don't slip off our horses. And we're off. Doesn't look like any rings to grab today though, sadly, but Joy's sitting in front of me instead of next to me. We were hoping that we could grab the rings, but still worth the trip out here. Another carousel for us that we haven't ridden before. I'm gonna pretend for old time's sake. Joy, I did it, I caught the imaginary ring. I'm gonna catch another imaginary ring. There's some tiny horses on this carousel. You see full size, then there's tiny ones along in the inner ring. 3 rows of horses, 2 sleighs. If you see the way the legs are sitting in the front of all these horses, they're made like that to pack in. This is the country fair style carousel. Because for a while there, this carousel actually did move with traveling carnivals. This isn't its original location. coming to a halt. Joy, I was hoping I'd pass you, but you won the race.
I won.
As we make our way to the exit, let's take a look at some of these horses. I love seeing the layers of paint over decades. And the art on the back wall is some scenic Long Island shots. He has a short tail. And I like this sleigh. We can see manufactured by Spillman Engineering Corporation, North Tonawanda, New York. That's up in between Buffalo and Niagara Falls. That is an epic mustache. One day I will have a mustache like that. And you can see from the date, a lot of these paintings going around the side. This one was done in 2017. So you can see there was some restoration done. I like that they went for paintings of like the area on the North Fork of Long Island.
Just got this little brochure for more information on this carousel. And it says that it has 36 horses, all jumpers, as well as 2 sleighs, which we've noticed. Now here's the cool thing. It says 18 horses are hand-carved Herschel horses and might be original to the ride itself. So we noticed that they had the small horses there. Now they're saying that they are considered dare style and may have been carved at the turn of the last century.
The rings are in now. We gotta try to ride it again. More tickets, another ride. I'm gonna go for this one. See, a lot of the horses come from different carousels. So this one actually is fiberglass. There's also the 12 that are aluminum. So this one, the newer horses. You can see the guy loading the rings in as we speak.
So this one is a smaller one, and they're considered dare styles.
I do like, so we have some of the original horses. They said in the 30s, they started making them out of cast aluminum, and 12 of them are cast aluminum. 2 are new fiberglass, and some of those dare style. This carousel's a whole mismatch, but it's funny, when you look at it from far away, you don't realize they're all different until you get up close. I do love the layers of paint on the older wood horses like that. Oh, that bell means it's time to start. There's a lot of aluminum rings, but if you get the one brass ring, you win a free ride. Got one. Oh, he did it. The guy in front of Joy got the brass ring. Rings back in the bucket. One more shot, Joy, for that free ride. Yeah, grabbing the rings. I wish there was more carousels out there that still had that. This is only our second. Only other one we've ever ridden that you can still grab the rings is the Grand Carousel at Knoebels. We'll put the link to that video down below. Round number 3. Let's go. So I missed her second ring. She got it. She got the brass ring. We actually have a circus parade.
Sorry.
So Joy, ready for your last ride?
I am.
What's the name of your horse?
Magic. Because it was kind of magical that I got that.
She did catch the ring on this one. And I like, he's wearing armor. There you go, Joy. There she goes. The building itself, that carousel, is interesting and amazing. Each one of these window panes is a door. They all could open up like this. and really let the air in. You can see manufactured by Spillman Engineering Company, and also there's Alan Herschel. From reading the brochure, it's interesting. I didn't know that, like I said, this was built around 1920, and it was with the traveling carnival, but they don't know who the first owners were because there was a fire in the factory that destroyed early records. But they do know that Grumman purchased this in the 1950s, and they used it at their Calverton plant for like company picnics. And in '95, when Grumman closed the plant, they donated it, but they had a little friendly competition, and like kids had to write letters in saying why they wanted it for their town, and Greenport won the competition. That's why it sits here. And it's interesting, this ring catch mechanism isn't original to this carousel. It was actually made by North Fork Welding out here on the North Shore to replicate, what the old ring catch would be like. And the same company does maintenance on the carousel around every 5 years. Carousel was awesome. It makes a nice centerpiece here in the middle of town. The park it's actually in is called Mitchell Park. But now it's time to see what else this town has to offer. Joy, I don't know, I feel a little off today. I've been slurring my words trying to make this video. Was there anything you think I could do to help you? I'm a little tired.
Perk it up.
Oh, Aldos Coffee Company. I could go for a cup of coffee. Sounds good. You gotta love when a coffee shop has all their bags of coffee lined up. There's a roaster over there.
And the seats, if you notice, by these bags, are actually postered with them. Cool.
Coffee achieved, and it is hot. A little too hot for me. I gotta let mine cool. You good?
I'm good.
Joy could drink fire.
No.
She is a fire eater, so. I love when you look at the bags of coffee, like some from Ethiopia, some from Tanzania and Kenya and Costa Rica and Bali. It always fascinates me where the coffee comes from. This is what I mean, Costa Rica, Tanzania, Orient, Guatemala, Bali. Good coffee.
Oh my god, delicious coffee.
And fully caffeinated. I mean, I always love when we come to little independent coffee shops, especially when they've been around for 35 years. Aldo's, very good.
Very good.
Random stuff in the middle of town. We have Greenport Old Kindergarten School, and then a bunch of people on motorcycles. Blacksmith shop, ooh, open today. Behind the coffee shop, there's actually Village Blacksmith. See, that would have been the back of the coffee shop. Motorcycle guard dog, look at him. He has a big red nose. I love some of the stuff with the horseshoes. Ooh, horseshoe 4-leaf clover, that is awesome. Village Blacksmith, handmade items for sale. S-hooks, J-hooks, bottle openers, stake turners, fireplace pokers, horseshoe hearts, fire pit pokers, shamrocks, and more. I always love me a decorative hook. But sadly, the blacksmith is gone to lunch. But we can take a minute to admire inside the shop. But it is cool that this is in the center of their town, the Village Blacksmith. Some cool little shops. This is cool at Seabass, Maine. These totes are handcrafted out of recycled sails. That's pretty cool. See, this is what I love when you find the funkiness. Like here we have looks like a clothing store, some jewelry. Looks like that from the inside. But then you see stuff like roach clips for your potato bags. You wouldn't expect to see that in a dress shop. And that's the kind of weird stuff I like. Audrey too, is that you? They're stealing the gnome. I love the turtle made out of the military helmet. Oh, and look at this guy eating the spark plug fly with his horns. This is my kind of art. I mean, you already got When Pigs Fly. Like, come on. This is awesome. And this little guy looks like he's going to the moon, riding that whisk. Woo ha ha! And those little sculptures at a cool store named Metal Monk.
Little turtle.
Even the smaller pigs can fly. All right, maybe we had to go inside and get something. That store was awesome. We ended up getting one of these little Audrey 2s, and where was the other guy?
Oh no, we don't have a little spark plug. Oh.
And we got a little spark plug guy like that, but he's on a stick, not on someone's tongue. This stuff's so cool. I was looking at so many different versions inside. There was one of these little monsters riding a pig on a spring. There was this turtle flying. Greenport Fire looks so cool.
Hellboy hot sauce.
I'm looking at Hellboy. I'm looking at this coffee barbecue sauce that has a clown fused, and we have like a pilot. Store looks good. I think we're gonna go in and check it out. Yeah, right up my speed. Stumbled into another shop. Greenport Fire. Look at this. We have all these hot sauces. But when you think of fire, also hand-rolled cigars. Headless horseradish sauce? Oh, that sounds good. So look, when we look at this scale, I'm at some habanero level. I mean, I've eaten, but I choose not to eat. Joy's more like at a Tabasco to bell pepper level right there. She's had a Serrano, but we're getting to Joy's limit there. Steak sauce. I like it's their steak sauce. And the store set up cool. It goes from the more mild to around to the real pepperheads. I love the records on the walls, and the ceilings. Ooh, I noticed some cassettes and CDs now.
The way I describe this is like A1 square.
Okay.
You know, it's not spicy, but it's richer, it's thicker, it's bolder, it's much better ingredients.
Okay.
Trying the steak sauce. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
I could drink bottles of that.
that's nice.
Next sandwich. Oh. It's so good. I love when hot sauces are hot but have good flavor, and that has good flavor. He said it would eat on eggs. I definitely could see that. A nice poached egg when the yolk starts running, mixing with that heat. Yeah. You tried that one?
Mm-hmm. Because you have the sweetness of the beet.
Uh-huh.
And then it's
And
got
the
like a
Fresno
nice like little lingering.
For you,
tingle.
lingering.
No,
Tingle? A tingle, not a linger?
Lingering tingle.
Whatever. We do a hot sauce of the month club. We got all sorts of stuff going on. Look us up.
Very cool, thank you.
That one that you're looking at is our sauce.
I didn't go crazy and try the most spiciest, but some of the most spicy ones have some awesome logos. What I like is how we start from the mild, and if you work your way all the way to the hot, they always do have a little backup ice cream if you need it. Nothing like a store that knows how to up their merch game. In case you all don't know, I am a giant wrestling fan. So we're walking around this town and I see famous Lucharitos margaritas. That's right. Taqueria and tequila bar themed to Lucha Libre wrestling. I think we know what we're having for lunch. Already looking awesome. I'm gonna go for some tacos. Maybe a carne asada, an al pastor, and a crescent farm duck taco, Baja style. Yeah, that sounds like what I'm doing. I'm just loving the decorations from Andre the Giant to Iron Sheik You Up Jabroni, American Dream, Undertaker, Phenomenon. Yeah, this is cool. Look, it looks like Batman's about to tap out to that Lucha Libre wrestler. Ooh, margaritas, quesadillas, some wings. Good choice, Joy?
Good choice. This is so cool. So up here we actually have the mass like Nacho Libres up there.
I was more intrigued about El Santo.
El Santo. We have Hurricane Ramirez and Rey Mysterio.
corn.
Oh yeah. It's going down. Nice.
I try to be corny, that is corny. It's good. I like it. Looks good. Carne asada. Al pastor, you see little pineapple. And duck tacos. We are on Long Island. Starting with the one, I don't know what to expect because I never had duck tacos before. This spot is good, and this is delicious. Duck will get dry, but it's nice and moist, so I have a good feeling for all the rest.
Here goes for the shrimp.
Shrimp taco. Coconut shrimp.
The salsa on there with the slaw. Amazing. Out of this world.
Does the coconut shine through with the shrimp?
It's more of all the flavors blend together because if you see, it's more like a mango type salsa. So the mango with the coconut and the tartness of the slaw.
So tropical shrimp.
Tropical.
Good?
Very tropical. Very good.
All right, we're gonna go eat. I want that neon light, but I'll settle for a t-shirt. Come home with me. Just looking at the counter. Some old WWE magazine ads. First series of WWE playing cards. I have almost all of them. I'm missing a Miss Elizabeth and a Brooklyn Brawler. Oh, tasty lunch. We came, we ate, we conquered.
Yeah.
We left the t-shirt. So for me, the duck was the best, the al pastor was the middle, and the carne asada was my least favorite. But they were all good. I think Joyce, shrimp was her favorite.
The shrimp was a favorite, then it was the al pastor, but I mean, they both were very, very, very good.
Yeah, very tasty.
And obviously the Mexican street corn was delicious.
So we would recommend Lucharitos if you're in the town of Greenport. But I think we could call it, because we came, we explored.
We ate.
We ate, we shopped, we rode the Northrop Grumman Carousel, which was the main thing that we came here to do and to share with you. So, the town of Greenport. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life.